You guys, why are we not taking notes from France right now? If you don't know what's going on with France, I'm going to fill you in. And also, please, everybody that's watching this right now, stick around. I don't care if you're on the left, right, anything like that. I don't care your views, beliefs, any of that shit. This is something that I believe that we can all collectively agree on as a whole. What's happening in France right now is you have millions of people taking to the streets in protest to oppose their president who's wanting to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64. Just to let you know, here in the United States, it's 67, and every few years it just keeps going up. You know, just keeps going up. They don't even tell us. Anyways, I had to take a little bit of notes when it comes to this because it's fucking powerful. And again, we need to take some lessons from them. They're referring to some of their energy workers as Robin Hood energy workers. You know why? Because they've completely cut off the energy supply to these wealthy ass people in these wealthy suburbs. And they've turned around and they've given free energy to schools, hospitals, and low income homes. Okay, that is an amazing fucking thing. Again, they are doing this as a whole. Then let's talk about the like the garbage guys, you know, the trash collectors. They have went on an indefinite strike. Indefinite strike. Their streets are filling up when it comes to trash. And, you know, and this is because, you know, because they're raising the age for 2 years, which I think is bullshit. I think it's complete bullshit, and I think that they should be out there rioting. I think they should be causing hell. But we need to understand something here in the United States. I think that we can all collectively understand and acknowledge the fact that our government does not care about us. They don't. Our government is about profits over people. You got to think about it. When it comes to gun change, there's never going to be a gun change. You want to know why? Money. The NRA is in their pockets. They pay them. It is a wealth thing. How are public servants, people that work for us, how are they rich? Let's use TikTok, for example. They want to sit there and they want to take TikTok away. But when you look at these politicians that are against it and are trying to take TikTok away, it's public access. So you can see that they are putting their money into these other businesses that are going to benefit from taking TikTok away. It's all about money. It's not about us. They do not care about us. They do not care. I mean, we all agree on that, right? Did you guys know that there is $2 trillion, not billion, not million, $1 trillion that has been unaccounted for by our government? Do you know that the Pentagon, the last 5 audits in a row, they have failed them. They have failed them. Now, we got so many people that sit there and that want to complain about like, oh, my money shouldn't go to food stamps, shouldn't go to Medicaid, should blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So then you should be really upset about this because when you do the math, those $2 trillion that are unaccounted for, that equals out, if you do 300 million Americans, that equals out to $7,000 per person. Are you okay with just handing over $7,000? You don't know where it's going, what's happening? You should be outraged. I don't know. I am. I'm pissed off about all of this. Also, did you know to every one politician, there are 10,000 of us. 10,000 of us. Yes, you heard that right. We need to do more, my friends. We need to do so much more. And I'm guilty of it, getting on this app right now, making this TikTok right now and just talking about it. We need to do. There needs to be action, my friends. Raise your hand if you're sick and tired of working your ass off for your entire fucking life just to make other people rich, just so you can struggle to get by, paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck. Because most Americans, that's what we have to do. That we have no choice but to live paycheck to paycheck. But you know who doesn't live paycheck to paycheck? The people that work for us. Our politicians, our government, the people that are supposed to be working for us. They don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. And before any of you get on here and be like, oh, liberal this, liberal that, I'm not left or right, okay? I want to get one thing straight. I am anti. We, the people, should be doing something. You know, you guys like to say that all the time. We, the people, so why aren't we doing anything? Politicians and people who work for the government do not have our best interests at heart. And I think, again, collectively, all of us, left, right, whatever you are, we can see that, correct? We keep talking about, oh, inflation and all of these things and America's going down the drain. That hasn't just happened since Biden's been in office or Trump or Obama. It's been happening. We have been going down a fucking horrible fucking drain of shit. Have you guys been seeing what's going on with the American currency? Have you paid attention to that at all? No? You might want to look into that one. Something that we need to realize is that we need to normalize differences, people. No two people are the same. We're all going to have different views. We're going to have different lifestyles. You don't have to accept something. That doesn't mean go around and just spread fucking hate just because you don't understand something, just because you fear what you don't understand. But at the end of the day, push all that shit aside and try to understand, like, let's do what's best for us, the people. There's power in numbers. And this app right here that I love to speak on, they don't want it here because they don't want us to educate each other. They don't want us to be like France. What's happening in France right now, do you think that they just sit there and they just talk on their TikToks and stuff like that? Again, guilty, absolutely fucking guilty. But do you think that they just sit there and do that and then just a couple years later, then they're like, oh, let's take to the streets? No, they announced that this was happening and they took to the fucking streets and they're going to make a change. Here, friends, is that it's time for a change, and we need to be the change. We cannot continue to do the same things over and over and over and over and over again and expect there to be change. It's not going to happen. We need to have our best interests at heart. We need to fight for ourselves because they're not going to do it for us.